What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Luke, a person I battle off my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in a Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, enter a Discord chat room and a place to hang out and find Wi-Fi battles, definitely check out my Discord server. A link will be in the description. Now, me and Luke are having a never used tier battle, I think, because there is a slow bro in this game, and so I just think it's never used. Now, he's packing a pretty threatening team featuring, Toxicroak, Scrafty, Magmortar, and Slow are pretty big threats in the NU metagame, as I'm using a pretty fun team featuring, Z Psycho Shivzatu, a pretty cool Delphox set, which you guys will get to see, and Luminion for defag, and we have, Auroras for the tryhard Stealth Rocks, and we have SD Mawile because why not? So, Mawile actually does a lot of work to his team if I remove the Slowbro from the field, because Fairy Steel actually has really good coverage against this team, so that looks like my win con in this battle, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So my opponent is going to lead off with the Whimsicott, the Speed Weed, as I anticipated either the Whimsicott or the Rhydon to lead off, so I led off with my Auroras. My team is extremely weak to Stealth Rocks, so I wanted to pressure the Rhydon turn 1 if I could. So turn 1, my opponent goes for Giga Drain just to break my Aurora's Focus Sash. He doesn't see I have Snow Warning, so maybe he doesn't think I'm Sash, but either way, I'm going to lay up the Stealth Rocks as he's just going to Giga Drain me turn 1. And I know that most Whimsicott carry Encore, so I'm not going to stay in here and get Encored and lose momentum. So I'm actually going to switch into my Munchies, my Mawile, expecting Encore. But my opponent makes a very nice play going for the U-turn, anticipating my switch out, fearing the Encore, because I use Encore a lot, so I just know when Encore is coming most of the time. So my opponent's going to switch out here and bring in Nut, the Magmortar, and legit Shiny Magmortar. Shiny Magmortar looks so cool, by the way. It's one of the few shinies that looks absolutely amazing in its shiny form, but it also looks really good in its normal form. But now I'm going to switch into my Luminion here, anticipating Fire Blast, as my opponent makes a very nice play going for the Thunderbolts. Now I know my opponent's a really aggro player, and I need to keep that in consideration in my future plays, because he's currently putting me on his cock and just it's just wonderful. So Luminion's pretty much fodder at this point. I'm hoping that my speed investment allows me to outspeed Magmortar, but apparently I'm a few speed points too slow, and he's going to knock me out with the hidden power Grass, I would think, because it's NU with Gastrodon and Quag. So down goes my Luminion. It literally did nothing this entire battle, but it is quite alright. I'm going to bring in my What Do I Say here, my Delphox. Very old joke for Delphox, but it's okay. I'm assuming my opponent's not going to want to stay in here, as Magmortar really can't touch me unless he carries Earthquake. So my opponent's going to bring in the Slowbro here. Paul, nice hated nickname, as I'm just going to go straight for the Calm Mind. Actually, no, I'll go for Psychic just to play it safe. That's right. So I go for Psychic here, and I do a decent chunk to the Slowbro, but not enough to really feel comfortable staying in. And I don't want the Slowbro getting free Calm Minds off on me, because that can be pretty scary as well. I know, something about this Delphox set is I made it specifically to beat the Steelix Virizion Slowbro cores, as it gave it enough defense investment to live Adamant 124 attack EV Steelix Earthquake in just the range of Blaze or something like that. I know I can't get Cold unless it crits me, and he's going to Scald me, and I'm going to gain my weakness policy. You guys should have seen this coming from a mile away. How I was hyping it up. So we get +3 special attack, and now with Delphox's Magician ability, I can actually steal the Slowbro's item. However, he still thinks he's in the clear because, I only have Fire Psychic coverage, but no, I have Grass Knot for you freaking broken Slowbro Slowkings that are in every single NU team, so we're able to demolish that Slowbro. Not only do we demolish him, we are able to steal his leftovers, which comes in handy, as it allows us to take more Stealth Rock switching if we need to, and we just get more health overall, so that's just handy in general. As my opponent's going to bring in the Speed Weed, the Whimsicott, and I'm like, why did he bring in the Whimsicott? I'm at +3 special attack, I'm just going to roast this guy alive. And then I realized, I'm like, as soon as I click Grass Knot, as soon as I click Fire Blast, I'm like, he's going to Encore me into Grass Knot, and I'm like, oh, I'm not very intelligent. So yeah, he's going to Encore me into the Grass Knot here, which kind of blows. I should have probably switched out anticipating that, but I had +3 special attack, so it was kind of iffy if I should switch out. And that Grass Knot literally does nothing because Whimsicott probably weighs 2 pounds, so a little bit unfortunate. But now I'm blocking the Grass Knot, but that's still not the worst for me, because if he, takes a couple extra turns to deal with this Delphox, I won't be locked in anymore, and I could just proceed to annihilate his butthole. So I'm actually outspeeding him here, which means he's probably Viz Def or Spit Def Whimsicott, and Grass Knot's not going to do anything. I think he's Spit Def, but I think most Whimsicotts run Viz Def just to beat the broken fighting types in the NU tier. So yeah, Whimsicott's going to U-turn out of here once again and bring in Thug Life, the Toxicroak. That's a pretty appropriate name for Toxicroak, no lie. I think it fits Crocodile better because it literally has glasses, but I guess Thug Life works for Toxicroak as well. Now, I don't want to give this thing a free setup with Sword Stance, and I also don't want to die to like Gunk Shot or something, so I'm going to switch out my Delphox here. I also want to scout for Sucker Punch. I'm going to bring in Be Gentle here, my Auroras, anticipating him to go for Sucker Punch, but he goes for Gunk Shot instead, which works for me. I'm fine with that, as Aurora should be able to tank that pretty nicely, but Auroras is pretty much death fodder at this point because, well, I got Poison, which kind of blows, but I can't really use it anymore. I mean, I could use it if I double into the Rhydon, but otherwise, it's pretty much dead weight, and I was unable to get up my Stealth Cox, so, well, actually, I think I got up my Stealth Cox, I don't even remember, but yeah, he's going to Drain Punch and knock out my Auroras. I did get up my Stealth Cox, I got him up turn 1, that's usually, I don't usually do that, I usually, like, wait halfway through the game, and I try to, like, prevent my opponent from setting up Stealth Rocks, but I guess I got him up first this game, which was, like, a rarity. But now I'm going to bring in What Do I Say because I'm not locked in the Grass Knot anymore, and I'm just hoping he doesn't have Sucker Punch, but it was kind of risky. I was going to go for Calm Mind, expecting him to not just go for Sucker Punch, but he's going to bring in the Rhydon straight up. I'm not too sure why. I guess he wanted to pivot into the Psychic, which is understandable, but Rhydon's just going to die to the follow-up Grass Knot, so not the best play on my opponent's part, but he's actually just trying to pivot around this Delphox, I'm pretty sure, because this Delphox is actually a major threat to his team because I revealed the Grass Knot, I revealed Psychic, and revealed Fire Blast, so that actually gets rid of a lot of pretty powerful cores in the any metagame, which is exactly why I gave this Delphox Grass Knot for Gastrodons and Quagsires and stuff, so I'm going to go for Grass Knot here, as I've just realized after I made it, he's going to switch into Whimsicott to Encore me into Grass Knot, but I was debating if I should stay in here and just go for the Fire Blast anyway, in case he expects me to switch out, expecting the Encore. It was honestly a 50-50 here. I didn't know what my opponent wanted to think, if I was going to stay in here, or if I was going to switch out. I do believe I decided to play it safe and switch out, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I do just decide to play it safe, and I switch out and bring on Capora, my Noctowl, just because I want to get some setup going, as he's just going to go for the U-turn. If I just stayed in and went for the Fire Blast like I wanted to, this thing would have been dead, but I just wanted to play it safe, and it was a 50-50 in all honesty, so it's kind of hard. And now my opponent's going to bring in I'm Horny here, the Rhydon, and pretty much gets the freest Stealth Rocks of his life, because Noctowl can't hope to touch a Rhydon, so I'm actually going to switch up my Capora. Capora can also win late game if I play it properly, but I gotta play it properly for that to happen. I'm going to bring in my Torterra, as he's going to lay up them Stealth Cocks, finally lay them up. Very funny. Stealth Cox. And now I'm just going to go for the one hammer. I have no reason not to. Or do I go for Earthquake? I don't even remember. But yeah, he's going to bring in Whimsicott here. And I think I'll go for Earthquake because I didn't want to take all that recoil damage. And I'm hoping that Earthquake's a 2-hit KO onto the Whimsicott. That would be very nice for me. As we're going to go straight for EQ. And the Whimsicott literally eats it up like nothing. So this is definitely a Fizz Def Whimsicott. There's no way it's not Fizz Def because I'm Adamant Life Orb Torterra. So that should have done a lot more damage. But I guess he is like max defense, max HP Whimsicott, which is, I can understand why you run that set because it has Prankster outspeed stuff with Encore already, so, and it can get slow U-turns as well, which is pretty handy as well. So he's going to Giga Drain, get some health back, because I'm just going to go straight for Stone Edge, and I actually connect Stone Edge, which is a miracle, and I'm able to almost knock out the Whimsicott, but it barely lives on. And I'm like, okay, I could just knock this thing out with Earthquake, no problemo. I'm going to take some more chip damage from Moonblast or Giga Drain, but it's not a big deal. But he decides to Encore me into Stone Edge, and I just realized why he did that. I'm like, oh, he's going to bring in the Scrafty or the Toxicroak and start setting up. But I actually missed the Stone Edge, which kind of blows for my opponent more than it blows for me, because now I have the opportunity to switch out against the Whimsicott and instead of the Toxicroak or the Scrafty, so I don't have to worry about it setting up on me. As he's just going to go for Moonblast here. I think I'm going to stay in anyway because it kind of sucked for my opponent that he missed it, and he honestly would have lost, he lost a lot of momentum from me missing the Stone Edge, so it kind of hurts the opponent more than it hurts me. And I mean, I understood, so I just kind of stayed in for the Stone Edge instead of switching out, as now my opponent's going to bring in the Callum, the Hoodlum Scrafty. Literally everyone named Scrafty after freaking Callum. I mean, I can understand why his name's literally named Hoodlum Scrafty, but come on now. Anyway, gonna bring in Munchies here, my Mawile, expecting like Dragon Dance or Bulk Up or something, as he is gonna go for Dragon Dance, and I'm pretty much hoping that Mawile can tank Scrafty's attack, but if he has High Jump Kick, I'm pretty sure this game's over. Like, I'm pretty sure Scrafty could just solo my team at this point, so I'm pretty much hoping that Mawile can face tank an attack from Scrafty, and since he has leftovers, I have a better feeling than not, as he does carry Drain Punch, thankfully, so I should be able to live this, as thankfully Mawile just barely hangs on, and I'm actually able to connect Play Rough, so we're able to knock out the Scrafty, thankfully, as down goes that massive threat to my team. I'm very glad I was able to knock that out with Play Rough and I didn't die, because if I did die with my Mawile, I'm pretty sure I lost the game straight up. So now in comes Slug Life once again, and I'm pretty sure at this point that my Delphox can win the game, so I just go for Sucker Punch, just in case my opponent wants to go for Sucker Punch, but he has no reason not to go. He has no reason to go for Sucker Punch if he has it. I'm honestly unsure at this point if he has Sucker Punch. It's kind of like a toss-up. He could have Ice Punch, he could have Sucker Punch, he could have freaking like Knockoff, who knows, but down goes my a while, unfortunately. We were able to defeat the Scrafty, and that's pretty much its only use in this battle was anyway, into pivot into Gunk Shot. But now I'm able to bring in Delphox here, and I'm pretty much hoping he doesn't go for Sucker Punch, as thankfully he does not. My opponent told me after the battle he doesn't carry Sucker Punch, so I was just being really paranoid, but most Toxicroaks do carry Sucker Punch, so I was definitely paranoid for a good reason. So yeah, we're able to knock that thing out, as Leftovers is actually coming through a lot, because we're just able to get a bunch of, constant healing, which is helping us live. As now he's going to bring in the Nut, the Shiny Magmortar, but after Stealth Cox, I don't think he's going to be able to live a Stab Psychic from Delphox. I am Timid Nature, and I'm actually really loving this Delphox set because it has enough EVs to live a Steelix Earthquake, unless it's like Adamant Max Attack, and that's the case, then you're fucking dunzo. But I mean, who runs Adamant Max Attack Steelix anyway? And it's supposed to be able to have enough. Actually, I don't think it outspeeds Virizion. In all reality, I think Virizion outspeeds me, but it's okay. There's other ways around Virizion, but it's meant just to defeat the freaking slow bro Steelix God cores that are really freaking obnoxious. And no one's gonna switch into Virizion on a Delphox anyway, so that's not a big deal. But Grass Knot definitely comes through in this battle, and I'm very glad I decided to keep it on there instead of like Shadow Ball or something. And we're able to defeat Luke, so that was a very fun battle, Luke. Kind of came down to the wire, honestly. All I had left at that point was Noctowl, and it was a pretty close game, and I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did enjoy the Wi-Fi battle, as it was a very close and intense Wi-Fi battle. If you guys did enjoy the Wi-Fi battle and want to support the YouTube channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video, as it's the best way to show your support towards the YouTube channel and help it grow, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, which Pokemon would you guys like to see me use in my future uploads? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I ask this question like every few weeks because, I read the comments and then I run out of comments and then I need more Pokemon to use. So, I ask this question every few weeks. You guys should know the drill at this point. Let me know in the comments below which Pokemon you want to see me use, and if you want to give me a specific moveset, I may or may not use it if it's good enough. If it's really, really bad, like Defense Curl, Rock Polish, Weakness Policy, Rollout, Regirock, I probably won't use it. Unless it was that specific set, because I had a meme somebody with that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon moveset you want me to use in my future uploads. And thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I'll check you guys in my next video. Alright, peace.